To create a link between theory and practice, here are some examples about personalization. This slide shows how AI-powered personalization improves people's well-being across different industries, from fitness and beauty to homes, entertainment, and mobility. Each example follows the same mechanism we've seen throughout our studies. Personalization creates value, that value generates empowerment, empowerment strengthens trust, trust enhances well-being, and well-being leads to loyalty. Let's walk through a few examples. In fitness apps such as Decathlon Coach or Fitbit, AI provides tailored health and exercise coaching. By analyzing performance, sleep, and stress levels, these systems empower users to take control of their health goals. That sense of mastery and progress increases trust in the technology and contributes to both physical and emotional well-being. When users feel supported and capable, they naturally become more loyal to the app and the brand. In beauty personalization, Sephora's AI app offers customized skincare and makeup recommendations. Here, personalization provides clear value, users discover what truly fits them, and it creates empowerment by turning what was once guesswork into informed choice. That confidence fosters trust and enhances self-esteem, a direct contributor to emotional well-being. Loyalty, in this case, grows from feeling understood and in control of one's image. In the world of mobility and entertainment, Tesla's in-car AI adjusts comfort settings, music, and driving assistance according to personal preferences. This personalization gives drivers a feeling of empowerment. The car adapts to them, not the other way around. That builds trust in the system and makes the experience smoother and more enjoyable, promoting well-being through comfort and safety. Moving to smart home automation, systems like Amazon Alexa or Google Home personalize lighting, temperature, and even voice interactions to match individual habits. The AI's responsiveness gives users a sense of control and reassurance, a core form of empowerment. As their home becomes an intuitive partner, people trust it more and experience calm, comfort, and a sense of belonging, again reinforcing well-being and loyalty. In fashion, H&M's AI stylist suggests outfits based on past purchases and current trends. Here, personalization doesn't just provide convenience, it inspires creativity and empowers self-expression. That emotional connection deepens trust and transforms shopping into a more meaningful experience, enhancing both satisfaction and brand loyalty. Content personalization, as on Netflix, illustrates the same logic. By recommending films or series that match one's mood or interests, AI simplifies decision-making, a subtle yet powerful form of empowerment. Users feel understood and in control of their entertainment experience, which boosts enjoyment and digital well-being. Even in technical domains like automotive maintenance, AI adds emotional value. Michelin's predictive alerts anticipate issues before they happen, giving users peace of mind. This form of proactive personalization empowers through foresight, increases trust, and reduces anxiety, improving overall well-being. Across all these examples, the same chain holds true. AI-powered personalization, perceived value, empowerment, trust, well-being, loyalty. Each step reinforces the next, forming a virtuous circle. When technology not only understands people but also helps them feel in control, capable, and supported, personalization becomes more than convenience. It becomes a source of emotional and relational strength. That's the real promise of AI in marketing and management, creating loyal relationships built on value, empowerment, and well-being. To illustrate our research, here are two examples, compares two very different types of AI systems, voice-based assistants like Amazon Alexa and recommendation platforms like Netflix or Spotify, and explains how their design features shape users' perceptions of privacy, trust, and personalization value. Let's start with the first example, voice AI chatbots, such as Alexa. These systems have what we call high social presence. They use human-like voices and conversational language that feels warm and personal. This reduces what we call psychological distance. People feel they are interacting with a companion rather than a machine. Because of this, users experience more relevance and emotional connection. They perceive lower risks and higher transparency. They feel the system gets them. As a result, privacy concerns decrease, trust increases, and the perceived value of personalization rises, as well as user well-being and loyalty. In other words, when AI feels familiar and human, users are more open to data exchange because the interaction feels natural and supportive. That's the privacy calculus again. The benefit, a humanized, helpful experience, outweighs the cost of sharing personal information. Now compare that with recommendation systems like Netflix or Spotify. These systems usually have low social presence. They don't talk, they just show you options through a screen. Because the interaction is purely visual and lacks human cues, it feels more distant and abstract. Users may appreciate the service but don't feel a personal bond with it. This higher psychological distance makes personalization feel less relevant and less transparent. People wonder, how do they know what I like? That uncertainty increases privacy concerns and reduces trust as well as user well-being and loyalty. Even if recommendations are accurate, the lack of human connection limits how valuable or meaningful personalization feels. This example illustrates how AI-powered personalization and connected devices, like the Apple Watch or Fitbit, are transforming everyday health management and creating new forms of smart marketing centered on well-being. At first glance, smartwatches might seem like simple gadgets that count our steps or track our sleep. But thanks to the integration of AI and the Internet of Things, they've evolved into proactive health companions capable of detecting early warning signs and even predicting heart attacks before they happen. This is where personalization becomes truly life-changing. Let's follow the process shown here. First, wearable sensors continuously collect health data, heart rate, oxygen levels, or stress indicators. When the AI detects an anomaly, an alert is sent to the doctor, who can immediately respond or trigger an emergency plan. Next, the system automatically routes an ambulance, notifies the hospital, and even guides an autonomous car if needed. This entire AI-enhanced emergency chain turns passive data into active protection, saving time, lives, and stress. From a psychological perspective, this technology follows the same chain we've seen throughout our studies. Personalization creates perceived value. Users feel the system genuinely knows them and adapts to their individual health patterns. That value leads to empowerment. People feel more capable of managing their well-being because the technology gives them insights and control over their health. Empowerment, in turn, builds trust. Users believe in the accuracy and reliability of their devices. Trust then enhances well-being, not just physically but emotionally, by reducing anxiety and increasing confidence. Finally, this sustained comfort and satisfaction generate loyalty. People who feel safe and supported by their devices tend to stay within the ecosystem, whether it's Apple, Samsung, or another brand. What's especially interesting here is how empowerment becomes the emotional bridge. The smartwatch doesn't replace doctors, it supports users in understanding their bodies, taking preventive action, and feeling responsible for their health. That sense of agency is what turns personalization into motivation. It's no longer just about tracking. It's about transforming data into confidence and control. From a managerial viewpoint, this example shows that the most successful AI-driven personalization doesn't just deliver utility, it creates emotional reassurance. It demonstrates that smart marketing is no longer about selling products, but about improving people's lives. When technology gives users the feeling of being cared for and capable, the brand relationship moves beyond satisfaction. It becomes a partnership of trust, empowerment, and well-being. Across all these studies, from smart cars and smart homes to food recommenders and voice assistants, one powerful message stands out. Personalization succeeds when it feels human, transparent, and empowering. Let's connect the dots. AI and big data now allow firms to personalize experiences on an unprecedented scale, predicting needs, adapting messages, and offering tailored solutions in real time. But technology alone isn't enough. What truly matters is how customers perceive the exchange, what they give versus what they gain. That's the essence of the privacy calculus. Every customer silently asks, is the value I receive worth the data I share? When personalization is clear, helpful, and human, the benefits dominate: convenience, trust, well-being, and loyalty. But when it feels hidden, manipulative, or overwhelming, the costs, privacy risks, and information overload quickly outweigh the advantages. We saw this throughout all studies in the smart connected ecosystems. Personalization increases trust and well-being. Users value personalization most when it clearly improves their lives and well-being, saving time or resources. Personalization should make people feel empowered, not controlled, reinforcing their autonomy and confidence. A human-like social presence reduces privacy worries and increases perceived value, while a low social presence makes personalization feel impersonal and risky. So, what does this mean for managers and marketers designing AI-powered personalization? Build trust through personalization and transparency. Always explain what data is used, why it's collected, and how it improves the customer's experience. Hidden processes create suspicion, visible value creates loyalty. Keep the privacy equation positive. Make sure the perceived benefits, usefulness, relevance, purpose always outweigh the perceived risks of data sharing. That's how you turn personalization into partnership. Empower, don't control. Give customers tools to adjust, pause, or delete personalization features. Empowerment strengthens trust because it signals respect for autonomy, design for well-being. The best personalization enhances life quality. If customers feel happier, safer, and more supported, long-term relationships follow naturally. Balance technology and humanity. Use social presence wisely. A warm conversational tone or human-like interface can increase comfort, but always pair it with ethical data practices. Human-like AI builds trust by making technology feel familiar, responsive, and transparent. Low social presence systems, like recommendation engines, must compensate by improving transparency and explaining how personalization works. The goal is balance. Companies should humanize AI interactions just enough to increase comfort and trust, while still protecting privacy and user control. In short, the more human and transparent the AI feels, the more customers accept personalization as a positive experience, not a privacy threat. In the end, AI-powered personalization is not about replacing human relationships, it's about amplifying them. When technology respects privacy, builds trust, and empowers people, it creates a new kind of value, a relationship that is not only smart and efficient, but also ethical, human-centered, and sustainable.